Hey guys, happy Thursday. Today is PE and art, and I promise eventually either Miss Klinenberg or I will do some sort of exercisey PE video for you. Today's not the day for that. We are going to read this story. It's called The Garden in Our Yard because it connects to what we're going to do for art. So, it's called The Garden in Our Yard by Greg Henry Quinn, illustrated by Lena Schiffman. It is spring again, the ground warms up, and life begins to stir. The beetles, bugs, and butterflies begin to buzz and whir. The ground is hard. We break it up with shovels, rakes, and hoes. The soil feels soft and smells so nice as breezes start to blow. We dig and bend and push and pull, get dirty, tired, and sore. This work is hard, but it feels good. Tomorrow we'll do more. The soil's prepared when spring's bright sun warms up the Mother Earth. We plant our seeds and then wait for the miracle of birth. Watermelons, broccoli, and pumpkins fat and round, all these and more will grow up from our seeds beneath the ground. The seeds lie in the darkness we water from above. Now we must wait until they sprout into the foods we love. We cannot see the little roots that push out from the seeds. They spread into the rich black earth to get the food they need. And there's a critter hiding down there. Oh, and more critters. I didn't even notice the annelids. As robins sing and sparrows chirp, we see two tiny leaves appear above the places where we planted all our seeds. The leaves unfold to face the sun, which makes them turn bright green. Up pop two more, then 24 can easily be seen. The garden's always changing. We go there every day. We pull the weeds and water and chase the bugs away. There are lots of good things growing. The waiting part is hard. At last, it's time for picking from the garden in our yard. We find bright red tomatoes and crooked yellow squash, a black eggplant, long green beans, and carrots we must wash. Spring becomes the summertime, and summer turns to fall. The squirrels hide nuts and leaves fall down. We hear the black crows call. The growing season's over, the plants begin to die. A cool wind tells tomato leaves to wave their last goodbye. And this doesn't happen to us, and we feel sad to see it end. We loved our garden so. But we all know it needs to sleep beneath the cold white snow. Now here we can grow a garden all year round, which is really cool. One day we put our sweaters on to walk the garden path. We see the cold, hard, frozen ground, but we begin to laugh. For soon we know that spring will bring the sun and gentle rain, and we will take our tools and seeds and garden once again. So, today I would like you to find your handy dandy nature notebook. Pippa's right next to me, so you can't see her. So, your handy dandy nature notebook, and go to a new page. So I actually hadn't done anything in it since the first page, which I showed you guys, where I spelled bougainvillea, and I forgot a letter. And I still have some things in the pocket, so I had found some bougainvillea leaves, and then this other sort of flower I found on the ground and it dried up and now this is what it looks like. I'm not sure how pretty it is now. So I don't know if I'll keep it, but it was in here. But I actually used one thing from in here to make what your art assignment is for today. So today you are going to collect items from your yard or around the neighborhood, and you're going to actually make them into some sort of picture in your nature notebook. So you can go on a walk. It should be a beautiful day. We haven't had very many bad weather days. Even the rain isn't bad because it helps things grow. So you can go on a walk and collect some items and sort of think about, have in mind maybe beforehand what you might make your picture into. And if you don't have it in mind, that's also fine. You can sort of come back and arrange them and decide. Now, I'm not super happy with mine because I had to, I'll put it up close. I had to tape because I didn't have glue, so it doesn't look really nice, but you can see I made a little bit of a nature scene using bougainvillea leaves and smaller leaves, and I've got a twig. This was a flower, a dandelion flower. This was a flower I found on a hank walk. And this little bud of a flower was one that I had actually had stored in here. So that is your art assignment for today. Now, I depicted a nature scene. You do not have to depict a nature scene. So if you collect a bunch of things and you want to make a robot out of your leaves and twigs and whatever else you find, that is fine. So don't feel like because it has to do with nature, you have to make a nature thing. You can make any kind of picture you want. Now, if you happen to want to make a big picture, you can use a spot that has two sides if you want to do a big picture. And then, I would also like you to spend some time outside sketching something up close. So, like find a leaf, find a rock, and really this is like a pencil activity, and really notice the details in something and try to sketch. Sketch just means really draw what's there. An artist, an actual artist like Ms. Melody would do a much better job, but I tried to sketch a leaf that I was looking at and then a dandelion here, and I labeled it sketches. So do one page for sketching, and so here I wrote sketches, and then I can flip it, and over here I might put those actual items that I sketched, maybe behind the flap. I'll do that later, but here is my picture. So that's your art for today. If for some reason you have misplaced your nature journal and you need more lunch bags, just let us know and we can put some in your kit. And you should find a spot for music. This week's feature composer is Aaron Copland. The feature composition is an excerpt from Appalachian Spring. In the ballet Appalachian Spring, the dancers tell the story of a celebration in a pioneer community when everyone helps a newly married couple build their first farmhouse. After the slow, gentle beginning, Copland decided that as each instrument took its turn to play the folk tune theme, the music would be either faster or slower. Copland knew that by using contrasting musical ideas and changing the tempo, the music would be more interesting for the dancers and also help them tell the story. Today is going to be a good day. I can and I will.